Hello, everyone. I'm Larry.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken short, and they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So 2nd and 10 here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Coming out of UCLA, Anthony Barr caused many arguments in the NFL. Not about his talent. That was first round all day. But how would he be used? Defensive end, outside linebacker. With Minnesota, they use him in both spots. And he's been a Pro Bowler in 2 of his first 3 seasons.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Rodgers throwing again. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And now out comes Minnesota. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. He'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They run it again with Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try.
That is going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on third and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And now out comes Minnesota. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On third down, it's Hale. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Going to give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They run a draw here on second down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
But we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, the offensive line is fired up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And
when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. That'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe you've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's right. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
To throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And now it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end Blake Bell, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Now it's the backup Bradford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A first down throw for Bradford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Bradford. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And his pass incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And it's second down. Rodgers will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got room. Finding room inside the 40. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On second down, here's Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Rodgers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers to throw on second down. It's brought in by Janis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Vikings and Packers are having some trouble moving the ball through the air. The yardage totals are low, and that's helped play into what was a low-scoring first half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Vikings Vikings on offense, first quarter winding down. House is able to zero in on the QB here. This goes for a loss of 9. Vikings on 1st and 5. They'll go to the ground here. And this run goes for a touchdown. They go up by 6.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is taken near the 13. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works free. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Here we go. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Rodgers going to run the option here left. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. To throw is Rodgers. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And right with it here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
He'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Rodgers now to throw on second down. And that's incomplete. The Packers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be third and forever.
Rodgers now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Let's go. No. Check.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Second down, Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Yards to go here on second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. To try again after the pick six. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And an alley to run. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers now on first down. He completes it middle of the field to Janis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Rodgers to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down. Not even able to hang on to that one would have been a first.
No doubt about that, and it turned out not to be because of the sense of timing. Getting there when the ball got to him and able to knock it away.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And out now come the Vikings. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now the Packers get set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. To throw is Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Powering forward. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Forbath for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10th. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. The Packers on third down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. So they have now gone for it on fourth 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Vikings, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.